Well, Kate, you guys ask this one particular question a lot. It really gets kind of annoying. What does you want to be when you grow up? Now adults are hoping for answers like, I want to be an astronaut or I want to be a neurosurgeon. You adults enjoy imaginations. Kids, they are more likely to answer with pro skateboarder, surfer, or middle class player. I asked my little brother and he said, seriously dude, I'm 10, I have no idea. Probably a pro skier. Let's go get some ice cream. See, us kids are going to answer, and we thought on what we think is cool, what we've experienced with, and that's simply the opposite of what adults want to hear. But if you ask a little kid, sometimes they will get the best answer. Some things so simple, so obvious, and really profound. When I grow up, I want to be happy. For me, when I grow up, I want to continue to be happy like I am now. And so to be here at chess, I've been watching tech videos for as long as I can remember, but I never thought I'd make it on stage here so soon. I mean, I just became a teenager, and like most teenager boys, I spend most of my time wondering, how did my room get so messy all on its own? Did I take a shower today? And the most perplexing of all, how do I get girls to like me? Neuroscientists say that the teenager brain is pretty weird. Our prefrontal cortex is underdeveloped, but we actually have more neurons of adults, which is why we can be so creative and impulsive and moody and get boomed out. But what booms me out is true today. And lots of kids today are just wishing to be happy. To be healthy, to be safe, not bullied, and be loved for who they are. So it seems to me when adults say, what do you want to be when you grow up? They just assume that you will automatically be happy and healthy. But maybe that's not the case. Go to school, go to college, get a job, get married, boom! Then you will be happy, right? We don't seem to make learning how to be happy and healthy a priority in our schools. Is separated from schools, and for some kids it doesn't exist at all. But what if we didn't make it separate? What if we base education and people and practice of being happy and healthy? Because that's what it is, a practice. And a simple practice like that. Education is important, but why is being happy and healthy not considered education? I just don't get it. I've been studying the science of being happy and healthy. It really comes down to practicing these 8 things: exercise, diet, nutrition, time in nature, contribution and service to others, relationships, recreation, relaxation and stress management, and religious or spiritual involvement. Yes, I got that one. So these 8 things come from Dr. Roger Walsh. He calls them therapeutic lifestyle changes, or TLCs for short. He's a scientist that studies how to be happy and healthy. In researching this talk, I got a chance to ask him a few questions like, Do you think that our schools today make these 8 TLCs a priority? His response was no surprise. It was exactly no. But he did say that many people do try to get this kind of education outside of the traditional arena. To reading or practice something as meditation or yoga. But what I thought was his best response was that much of education is oriented, for better or worse, towards making a living rather than making a life. In 2006, Ken Robinson, the most popular TED Talk of all time, school skill creativity, his message is that creativity is as important as literacy, and we should treat it with the same status. A lot of parents watch those videos. Some of those parents, like mine, can see this as one desires. They're confident to put their kids from traditional school to try something different. I realize that I am part of this small but strong revolution of kids who are going about the education of people at. Even till I was only 9, when my parents put me out of the school system, I can still remember my mom being in tears when some of her friends told us she was crazy and it was a stupid idea. Looking back, I think she didn't cave to peer pressure. And I think she's too. So out of the 200 million people that have watched Ken Robinson talk, why aren't there more kids like me out there? Sun McConkey is my hero. I love him because he was the world's best skier. But then one day I realized what I really love about Shane. He was a hacker. Not a computer hacker. He hacked skiing. His creativity and inventions made skiing what it is today, and why I love to ski. A lot of people think of hackers as geeky computer nerds who live in their parents' basements and spread computer viruses. But I don't see that it's that way. Hackers are innovators. Hackers are people who challenge and change the systems to make them work differently, to make them work better. It's just how they think. It's a mindset. I'm growing up in a world that needs more people with a hacker mindset and not just for personality. Everything is up for being hard, even skiing, even education. So whether it's Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, or Shane McConkey, having a hacker mindset can change the world. Healthy, happy creativity and hacker mindset are large parts of my education. I call it hard schooling. I don't teach any one particular Korean, and I'm not dedicated to anyone's particular approach. I have my education. I take advantage of opportunities in my opportunities and to a network of my friends and family. I take advantage of opportunities to experience what I'm learning, and I'm not afraid to look for shortcuts or hacks to get better, faster research. It's like a remix or a mashup of learning. It's flexible, opportunistic, and is never loses sight of making happy, healthy, and creativity a priority. And here's the cool part, because it's a mindset, not a system. Hack schooling can be used by anyone, even traditional schools. So what does my school look like? Well, it looks like Starbucks a lot of time, but like most kids. I studied lots of math, science, history, and writing. I didn't used to like to write because my teachers made me write about butterflies and rainbows, and I wanted to write about skiing. It was when my mom good friends came, started the Squaw Valley Kids Institute, where I got to write through my experiences and my interests, while connecting with great speakers from around the nation. And that sparked my love of writing. I realized that once you're motivated to learn something, you can get a lot done in such amount of time and on their own. Starbucks is pretty great for that. Hacking physics was fun. We learned all about Newton and Galileo, and we experienced some basic physics mistakes, kinetic energy through experimenting and making mistakes. My favorite was the giant Newton's cradle that we made out of pokeballs. We experimented with lots of other things like bowling balls and even science jawbreakers. Project Discovery's Rose course is awesome and slightly stressful when you are 60 feet off the ground. You have to learn how to handle the fears, communicate clearly, and most importantly, trust each other. Community organizations play a big part in my education. A High-Five Foundation's BASICS program. Being aware and safe in critical situations. We spent the day with the Squaw Valley Ski Patrol to learn more about mountain safety. Next day we switched to the science snow, weather, and avalanches. But most important, we learned that making bad decisions to you and your friends at risk. Zhang Torture Choir brings history to life. You study famous character in history, so you can stand on stage and perform as that character and answer any question about their lifetime. In this photo, you see Art Coben and Bob Marley getting grilled with questions as the historical Pipes Opera has envisioned North City, the same stage where Harry Houdini got his start. Time in nature is really important to me. It's calm, quiet, and I get to just log out of the reality. I spend 1 day a week outside all day. At my worker classes, our goal is to be able to survive in the wilderness with just a knife. We learn to listen to nature. We learn to sense our surroundings. And I've gained a spiritual connection to each other that I never knew existed. But the best part is that we get to make prayers. Both and arrows fires with just about real as survival searches for snowy nights when we camp out. Hanging out the Moments Factory, where they had to make skis and design clothes, has really inspired me to one day have my own business. The guys at the factory have showed me why I need to be good at math, be creative and good at sewing. So I got an internship at Big Truck Brand to get better at designing sewing. Between fetching lunch, subscribing toilets, and breaking the vacuum cleaner, I'm getting to contribute to clothing design, customizing and selling them. People who work there are happy, healthy, creative, and so to be doing what they are doing. This is by far my favorite class. So this is where I'm really happy. Powder days. It is a good metaphor for my life, my education, my happy schooling. If everyone got this mountain, most people think of education. Everyone would be skiing the same time, probably the safest, and most of the powder would go untouched. I look at this and see a ton of possibilities. Rubbing the cosmos, straightening the spine, looking for a stranding from cliff to cliff. Skiing to me is freedom, so is my education. It's about being creative, doing things differently. It's about community, helping each other. It's about being happy and healthy among my very best friends. So I'm starting to think I know what I must want to do when I grow up. But if you ask me what do I want to be when I grow up, I always know that I want to be happy. Thank you. Goodbye.